In a world swiftly spinning on the axis of chance, the idea that every personal encounter carries a profound significance might appear more poetic than practical. Yet, as the threads of our lives weave through the complex fabric of society, each interaction, no matter how brief, tugs at the weave in subtle yet substantial ways. At the bustling coffee shops, in the corridors of corporate power, and even through the pixels of our screens, we are constantly shaping and being shaped by the people we meet. Social psychology provides a rich terrain to explore how and why people meet and the deeper implications of these interactions. Studies have shown that human beings are exceptionally adept at reading subtle cues such as body language, tone of voice, and facial expressions, which inform our interactions and subsequent relationships. From the spontaneous compliments that boost our morale to the critical comments that challenge our self-perception, each verbal and nonverbal exchange molds our psychological makeup over time. These early impressions and exchanges often set the tone for future engagements, scripting a preliminary path for potential friendship, rivalry, or mere acquaintance. This influencing power of first encounters is not just a feature of personal growth, but a building block of societal dynamics. The notion of serendipitous meetings has long fascinated storytellers and scientists alike. However, when examined through the lens of social psychology and behavioral patterns, what seems like a random encounter often reveals itself to be a milestone strategically placed by our own social behaviors and networks. In this crowded market of human connections, it might be our inherent preferences or unconscious biases directing us to cross paths with certain individuals more than others. Modern society, with its structured networking events and digital platforms, fosters an environment where meetings are less about coincidence and more about connection strategies, whether we are aware of them or not. These purpose-driven dynamics underscore the significance of every encounter, challenging the randomness of our meetings. Network theory offers a fascinating framework to understand the complex web of human interactions. Unlike random networks, social networks are often characterized by patterns of 6 degrees of separation, a theory suggesting that any two individuals are just 6 or fewer steps away from each other through a chain of acquaintance. Each person we meet can potentially link us to a vast network of people, which dramatically influences both personal opportunities and collective dynamics. This interconnectedness means that a casual chat at a cafe could possibly connect you to someone who might significantly influence your career or personal life. This inherent potential within social interactions underscores the deliberate nature of our encounters, where every meeting is a thread pulling us closer to unseen opportunities and experiences. Micro-interactions and their macro impact. Everyday interactions, often dismissed as trivial or mundane, have the potential to have profound effects on our long-term behavior and thought processes. This concept, explored through the lens of microsociology, shows that the brief exchanges, a nod, a smile, or a concerned frown, can cumulatively build or erode our social capital and self-esteem. This handshake might just be a routine greeting, but it also serves as a subtle exchange of respect and acknowledgement, reinforcing social bonds and professional respect. In the broader societal context, these micro-interactions can ripple out to create waves of cultural norms and expectations. They form an invisible governance system that subtly guides how individuals interact within the community, promoting social order and mutual cooperation. encounters that change the course of history. Throughout history, chance meetings between individuals have sometimes led to monumental shifts. For instance, the accidental encounter between Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak ultimately gave birth to Apple, a company that would go on to redefine global technology and culture. Their partnership, sparked by a mutual acquaintance, not only transformed their lives, but also the lives of millions of technology users worldwide. These historical anecdotes serve as powerful reminders of the potential each meeting holds, not just in forging personal bonds, but in crafting the very fabric of history. They challenge us to view every encounter as a potential pivot point in the larger narrative of human progress. The role of culture in shaping meetings. The impact of cultural frameworks on our meetings cannot be overstated. Different cultures have varied norms and expectations around meetings and interactions, which in turn shape the nature and outcome of these encounters. In Japan, a bow can convey a range of meanings from respect and gratitude to apology, influencing social interactions deeply embedded in cultural practices. Understanding these cultural nuances is crucial, as they determine not only how individuals meet and interact, but also how they interpret the actions of others. This cultural lens critically affects how meetings are perceived and managed, influencing both personal relationships and business dealings. Encounters are not just about the immediate exchange, they are also an investment in one's future. Strategic networking, therefore, becomes a key tool in personal and professional development, where each meeting is viewed as a stepping stone towards larger goals. At such events, individuals purposefully seek connections that could offer new career opportunities, insights, or partnerships. This proactive approach to meeting new people is underpinned by the understanding that building a diverse network can provide a competitive edge in various aspects of life. It reinforces the notion that there are no random encounters. Each person met can dramatically alter one's course of life. In the digital era, virtual meetings have become as significant as face-to-face interactions. Platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, and others facilitate connections that might never have occurred in a pre-digital landscape. This shift has expanded the potential for meetings to occur across different geographies and time zones, broadening the scope and impact of our social networks. Virtual encounters, while lacking physical presence, still carry the weight of traditional meetings, able to influence perceptions, trigger collaborations, and even spark friendships. This digital dimension adds a new layer to our understanding of how every encounter, mediated by technology, continues to shape our lives. Philosophically, the concept of predetermined encounters challenges the traditional views of free will and randomness. Philosophers like Arthur Schopenhauer argued that our meetings are orchestrated by a deeper metaphysical will beyond our immediate understanding. This perspective invites us to reflect on the possibility that our encounters are not merely coincidental, but are part of a larger, purpose-driven narrative of our lives. Engaging with these ideas encourages us to consider the profound implications of our social interactions, not just as isolated events, but as interconnected pieces of a larger puzzle that is our life's journey. The butterfly effect, a concept from chaos theory, suggests that small causes can have large effects. Much like the flapping of a butterfly's wings might ultimately influence weather patterns thousands of miles away. Applied to human interactions, this theory posits that even the smallest, encounter can set off a chain of events leading to significant societal transformations. Consider this simple gesture of releasing a butterfly. It symbolically represents how minor actions in our social dealings can lead to major societal shifts over time. This ripple effect underscores the importance of every social interaction we engage in, emphasizing that the impact of our encounters extends far beyond the immediate moment. It challenges us to be more mindful of our interactions, recognizing their potential to influence not just our own life's trajectory, but also the broader social fabric. The quality of our social interactions has a profound impact on our mental health. Positive encounters, characterized by empathy, understanding, and genuine connection, can boost our mental well-being, while negative interactions can contribute to feelings of isolation and depression. This image captures the essence of supportive social interactions, where empathy and understanding can provide significant emotional uplift. Recognizing the mental health implications of our social encounters adds another layer of significance to our interactions. It compels us to not only seek out positive connections, but also strive to be a source of positivity in the lives of others, enhancing both individual and collective well-being. As we navigate through the labyrinth of daily life, the encounters we experience are far from random. Each person we meet, each conversation we engage in, and each connection we forge is intricately linked to the broader narrative of our lives and the society we inhabit. By embracing the significant impact of every encounter, we open ourselves to a world of endless possibilities and deep connections. This crossroad symbolizes the choices we face in every encounter. Each direction offers a new path, filled with potential meetings that could alter the course of our lives. In conclusion, understanding that there are no random meetings, but rather a complex interplay of psychological, social, and cultural dynamics, empowers us to approach every interaction with mindfulness and purpose. Whether it is a brief exchange or a deep relationship, each meeting holds the potential to influence our personal development, shape our worldview, and contribute to the societal fabric. Let us, therefore, approach each encounter with the curiosity and respect it deserves, mindful of the profound impact it may hold.